Today we're going to talk about staying with the breath, getting connected with the breath, and how to be in movement with the breath, which is very, very important when you meditate. And this is my observation today, and this is what I'm going to talk about today. Staying with the flow of the breath, being part of the breath, being in movement with the breath, not doing deep inhalation or slow inhalation. You're not controlling the breath, you're kind of moving along with the breath. Now, I can say, I'm into deep levels of energy states or deep levels of traveling that I do with the breathing. And as I do, I figure out a few things. And today I just understood why we need to be in flow with the breath, why it's so important. Because if you're not in flow with the breath, you will kind of lose the breathing pattern, which is actually taking you to the higher energy states, higher conscious states, or being higher in your consciousness, traveling or going to that journey or having the trip. Being surrounded with whatever you are, being in the moment, and everything happens when you actually are in tune with your breath. And this is an important observation I had today. Now, we can actually control the pattern of the breath if you do deep inhalation, and if you can stop the breath, and if you exhale out, you're kind of controlling the breathing pattern. We mostly do that in yoga, Anulom Vilom or Nadi Shuddhi Kriya, where you exhale out, you're kind of controlling the breath. But in the meditation process, what I understood is you won't control the breath, and you won't try to control the breath. You just be in flow with the breath. It's just like you are a partner who is bonded with the breath, something like that. The reason I say this is because when I was in my energy flow, the Kundalini rising, which happens, and there is a lot of vibrations and shaking happening deep inside, and then it reflects out, and my body starts to vibrate on a higher energy level, which is uncontrollable. And the reason I figured out it's uncontrollable is only when I do deep inhalation and exhalation, or when I do my breathing pattern in an uneven way, which is not bad. When I do deep levels of inhalation and exhalation, what will happen is it will take me quickly to that energy state or the higher levels very fast, because you're traveling to this higher level energy states through the breathing pattern. So if you do deep levels of inhalation, it takes you quickly there, and your body cannot handle it. So when I do, the whole body is kind of vibrating, and because the thing is, once you start to connect with this higher conscious states or higher levels of energy states, you are in tune, your whole energy is in tune with that energy state, and you're reaching that energy state through the breath. Now, if you are not in tune with the breath, what will happen is you go out of control and you kind of come down. And this is a little bit advanced, but probably if you if you understand me, you just need to understand you should go along with the breath. You need to be in tune with the breath. No deep levels of inhalation, no slow breathing patterns. You don't try to control the breath. That's what I'm trying to say in this video, because there was a deep level of observation why we shouldn't do it. Because whenever I do deep levels of inhalation, exhalation, or whenever I try to control the breath, what will happen is either I go to that energy state, like zoom, like fast, because I'm breathing deep, and then come down. Because of this two deep levels of inhalation, exhalation, the body vibration, my energy is not able to control being in that state, or being in that higher conscious state. Now, if I do the breathing pattern in a controlled manner, what will happen is I can stay in that state slowly, steadily, as long as I breathe, and as long as I'm with the breath, in tune with the breath, I'm in that energy state. And which is pretty important, because what will happen is a lot of people can get excited being in that state, and you want to go travel deep into that state. So you do a deep inhalation so that you quickly go into that state and you feel a lot of energy levels or higher consciousness in that state with the deep breathing pattern. But the thing is, it's going to ooze out. You're going to come out of that state quickly. And you won't be in that state for too long. It's going to be like you're going to go into that state and you're going to come back. But if you breathe normally, if you're in tune with the breath, you can just stay in that state for longer period of time. And you are in this conscious state, higher level energy state, and you are in tune with that state with your normal breathing pattern. And this is what I want to explain today. This might be a little bit, I can say, advanced, because I'm talking about my experience here, and to convey someone's experience and understand it, it's really tough. But the only thing I want to only thing I want to tell in this video, or you want to take from this video, is be in tune with the breath. Being in tune with the breath is the secret of staying in that conscious state for a longer period of time. When you are not in tune with the breath, when you do deep inhalation, exhalation, definitely you can go into that conscious state, but you're going to come down of that state pretty easily, And I get excited whenever I go to that higher level energy state, conscious state, where everything is in tune, or where the energy levels are high. I'm touching that state through my breath. I get excited, and I do deep breathing. And whenever I do that, I come out of that state quickly, and I need to regain that state, or I need to regain that conscious state again through my breath. So that's what I want to say today. It's just awesome to share my experience and hopefully share my knowledge, and somebody's listening, somebody is going through the same thing. Stay in tune with the breath. Don't go deep inhalation, deep exhalation, or don't try to control the pattern of your breath. Just be in tune with your normal, natural breath. All right. Hopefully this video helps you. Thank you, and have a blessed day.